Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews. Now, as I'm sure you would have noticed by now, we have a new theme song. That was the first time using it, but now let's get on to the subject of today's review. One Tree Hill Season 1. Yeah, there you go. The first season of One Tree Hill is being reviewed. Well, this season first of all, the show itself was created by Mark Schwann, and the name was inspired by the song of the same name by U2, which can be found on the album The Joshua Tree from 1987. And the show itself tells of a group of 5 teenagers in the fictional town of Tree Hill, navigating their way through the first half of their junior year of high school through 22 episodes, originally airing between 2003 and 2004. And these 5 teenagers are Nathan Scott, played by James Lafferty, who starts the series out as an entitled you-know-what. Basically, he starts out as a twat. Yep, there, right? I said it. And who wants nothing more than to make the life of our next character, Lucas Scott, played by Chad Michael Murray, his half-brother, a misery. Now, Lucas is the opposite of Nathan. He's nice and easygoing and has a hard life because he was abandoned before he was born. We'll tell you about their father later on. Brooke Davis, played by Sophia Bush, is the captain of the Tree Hill cheerleading squad. And she is mostly easygoing, but she's tough on her cheerleaders. And her best friend, Peyton Sawyer, played by Hilary Burton, is kind of a double-edged sword. She's living with her adopted dad, who we will meet later on, or who I'll tell you about later on. And she is very well loved and protected, and she's one of Lucas's love interests. His main love interest, actually. Brooke's the other one. I should have mentioned that. Our 5th main character is Haley James, who later becomes Haley James Scott, played by Bethany Joy Lenz, or Gagliotti if you prefer. She was Bethany Joy Lenz for the first 2 seasons. This is Lucas's best friend, and she starts a relationship with Nathan during the season, after she starts tutoring him. She knows about how much trouble he can be, but she actually makes him a better person. Go figure. Now, so those are our main characters. Other characters we meet, who are also teenagers in this season, are Jimmy Edwards, who is the best friend of Lucas. I can't tell you who plays him because I can't remember the actor's name. But the other best friends are Marvin Mouth McFadden, played by Lee Norris, who's the commentator of the basketball games, and Antoine Skills Taylor, played by Antoine Tanner. he's just as easygoing as all the other guys in Lucas's posse. Now, the adult characters that we would consider main are... Here we go. Dan Scott, played by Paul Johannesson, who's Lucas and Nathan's father, who abandoned Lucas before he was born, and actually doesn't like the fact Lucas exists, and has indoctrinated Nathan into this way of thinking in the early part of the season, at least. What kind of father does that? And he also pushes Nathan to play basketball. Again, what kind of father does that? Okay. Deb Scott, played by Barbara Allen Wood, is the wife of Dan and the mother of Nathan. And, well, you thought Lucas's daddy issues with Dan were bad enough. She's the cause of Nathan's mummy issues. She's never there for him, usually, when he needs her. She's always off doing other stuff. So, abandonment issues he has with her. So he should be sympathetic to Lucas's plight. Shame he isn't. Okay. Then we have Dan's brother Keith Scott, played by Craig Sheffer, who runs an auto shop and is constantly at loggerheads with Dan and has a thing for Deb. Okay. And then we have Karen Rowe, Lucas's mum, played by Moira Kelly. And well, she's a long-suffering single mum who suffers from the same abandonment issues as her son does, but through her then boyfriend abandoning her while she was pregnant. Our final main character is Coach Brian Whitey Durham, played by Barry Corbin, and he's the basketball coach at Tree Hill High. So these are our main players. We do meet other characters during the season, such as Tim Smith, who's Nathan's best friend, and Jake Jadelsky, another player on the basketball team who's actually a teenage parent. Yes, I said it. Because also we meet Nikki, Jake's ex-girlfriend, and Jake's daughter, Jenny, who's only an infant in this season, like a baby. Now, okay, so the storylines you'll be finding yourself with in this season are basically Lucas's daddy issues with Dan, Deb and Dan's long-suffering marriage, Nathan and Haley's budding relationship, which also then starts a friendship and a brotherly bond between Lucas and Nathan. About time, right? And Lucas actually realizing his dad is nothing but a worthless piece of shit. About time as well. Okay. Now, at the end of the season, Nathan and Haley actually tie the knot. We also meet Jimmy and Lydia James, who are Haley's parents. Although, that's not in this season, that's next season. Sorry. Now, there are 22 episodes to tell you the synopsis of them review. That's too many to go through in one video. So, I'll just actually point out some of my favourites. If I can remember their titles, which I don't think I can. So, I've just gone over the main storylines of the season. And the fact that the gang are in their junior year of high school and this is the first half of it. So what do I think of One Tree Hill's first season? Absolutely brilliant. Not flawless by any means, but still absolutely brilliant. And it's worth a watch, and if this episode spurs you to try the series out, I recommend it. I really do. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe, because that's it for this review. Until the next review, which will be a review of the first Power Rangers episode ever, Day of the Dumpster. Thanks for watching, and have a Semajical time.